Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be Mia's nighttime routine, and this is the routine we've been doing since she was about 3 months old, and she has been sleeping for about 11 to 12 hours a night since she's been 3 months old. So this is what we did to sleep train her. We'll talk more at the end of the video about the other tips and tricks that we have as well. Okay, so the first thing that we do in our nighttime routine is we take Mia upstairs and then she goes into the bath. So we're gonna do a nice little bath. The soap that we use is the lavender soap from Live Clean, and that is supposed to help with sleeping. So we always use the lavender one to make sure she sleeps well. Let's go. Okay, you guys, so while Brandon does some bath time with Mia, I'm just gonna talk to you really quick. So we usually start her bedtime routine around 7 o'clock. Sometimes it varies, but we try to get her asleep before 8 o'clock or right on. So we are doing step number 1 right now, which is bath time. We usually try to do bath time together, or Brandon will just do bath time, depending on how our day goes, of course. So Brandon's doing bath, and then I'm going to prepare her stuff so that when she's ready to come into her bedroom, everything's ready. I'm gonna show you what I do to prepare. So I like to use this lotion here, and this goes with her soap as well. So this is the Live Clean Lavender Calming Bedtime Baby Lotion, and I really like this one. Something else that is new that we do in our routine is we shut the blackout curtains, because she was rising a little bit earlier than we would have liked. So we decided to try these out. We pretty much got these for her nap time, which we still haven't transitioned into her bedroom yet. She kind of just naps wherever we are. But I did want to grab these so that she can nap in her own room. And then here I just have her changing pad. I'm going to lay down a sleeper. I put a little sleeper there. So I'm gonna take her soother and put it by the chair so that when we do the next few steps, I have that there as well. So I have her soother. This is where I sit for feeds. And then I like to just put the light on, and we're going to shut out this light. So it's a little darker in here now. Okay, so the next thing I do is I actually turn on her humidifier. So we just have this one off of Amazon. I can leave it linked down below, but I just like to turn it on beforehand if I remember, and then I like to turn the light off so it doesn't disturb her, and then that will go. And then we also have the Lollipop baby monitor. Again, I can leave that linked in the description. I like to use the Sea Waves. So I'm just going to select the amount of hours. So I'm just going to do 14 with the Sea Waves, and that's going to play through our Lollipop baby monitor. Also, I did want to mention, if there's anything that you like in her room, I have a room tour, so I will leave that linked so you guys can check that out. You're taking a bath.
Oh, your toes are picking the nose.
Okay, we are in her bedroom, and we're going to be doing the next step, which is lotion and a massage. So we're using the Live Clean Calming Lotion, like I mentioned. It's not all about us. Want some of these? say I'm all snuggly for bed. Get to see it. Now we're gonna read our book. Say book time. All kinds of comments. Nice to see. Nice to see. All right, see. Call your friend. Read a book. Over him. Over here. Pick up there. Thanks for you. Time starts. You know what I mean. You want to flip the page? Showing kindness never ends. Say night night, Dada. Say night night, Dada. Love you. Love you. It's so nice. I have my bald spot right here. It's fine. Okay, so after we do our book, we like to do our little prayer doll. Obviously, this is optional, but we like to do this to help with her nighttime routine. Amen. Amen, Mimi. Okay, you guys, so now that Brandon has left, we just did our prayer doll, and we're actually going to have a little feed. So I actually like to turn the lights out and do our feed, and then I just time it on my phone using the Huckleberry app. I've been using that for the longest time since she was born, like since we were in the hospital, and I really like it. So that's what I'm going to use. So I just pop that open and I'm going to get it ready. We're going to do our feed, and then she's going to go into her crib. So I will see you guys once we're all done. Okay, you guys, it is 8 o'clock right on, so around 7:58-ish. She kind of popped off, and she ate for about 7 minutes, and I stuck her soother in, and usually once I do that, she kind of falls asleep instantly. So she's like dozing off while she's feeding, and then once I take her off and I put her soother in, that's when I feel her kind of like rest her head on me and start to fall asleep. So I usually just hold her for a little bit, and then I put her in her crib, and she usually just goes straight to sleep. Sometimes, of course, she'll wake up. Sometimes I have to go in, but for the most part, that's our routine. She kind of just goes to sleep after that. But I did want to mention that the reason I started sleep training and I got into a routine was because she was sleeping about 7 hours at night, and I thought, like, that's fine, that's great, like, I'm getting 7 hours. And then a few nights she started waking up every 3 hours, and that was around 3 months, and right then I was like, okay, this is not happening, I can't do this. So we decided to try sleep training, and we actually never had our like last sleep in her bassinet knowingly, and we just kind of started after I read the Taking Care of Babies sleep training course, and we never looked back. I will say that I was pretty firm on the rules and everything like that, so I make sure that she doesn't sleep too close to her bedtime. I make sure that we stick to our routine, and when she does her bath, we don't wash her every night, but we do lotion every night. So one night she'll just have like a playtime in the tub, and other nights, like tonight, she has her actual bath. So totally depends on the night, but we try to do like every other night. I can hear her making noises. Okay, so I just switched locations because I think I was disturbing her. She could hear me talking, but I just stuck her soother back in and let her do her thing. But yeah, like I was saying, she pretty much ate. I slept her soother in, she fell asleep, and I put her in her crib. Sometimes I'll hold her a little longer. Totally depends on how I'm feeling or if I have to get anything done. So tonight I didn't hold her too long because I wanted to finish filming this, but I highly recommend the Taking Care of Babies sleep training course. Of course, if you're looking to sleep train your baby, I personally like it. I think it was really good, and it has made me happier, and definitely her as well. She's super happy throughout the day, and I have more energy to spend time with her when she is awake, as opposed to feeling exhausted or anything like that. So that is good. And then the last thing that we do through her nighttime routine is around 10:30, 11, we go in and we do a dream feed, and that feed is probably like only 6 minutes. She doesn't eat for very long, but we still do it so that it ties her over until the morning. And then she wakes up around between 7 and 8, depends on how tired she is in the day, but she usually gets around 11 to 12 hours of sleep, which is amazing. So that means that we get a decent night's sleep. Of course, I go in around 10:30, 11, like I said, and feed her, and then after that I go to sleep. So I'm not getting the full 12 that she's getting, but yeah, I definitely get a good amount of sleep, and I'm not waking up at crazy hours of the night. So I definitely recommend it. And something else I want to mention is I don't have any lights on in her room, and as you saw, I turn the lights out when I feed her. I also try to turn my phone on like the lowest brightness, and I only have it on when I'm starting and stopping her feeding. Otherwise I keep my phone off because the light can be very distracting and wake them up, so, or keep them awake because it's stimulating them. There's so much knowledge that you can learn through the Taking Care of Babies course, so I highly recommend it. I will leave a link to her Instagram down below, but it is one of the most popular ones I've heard of, and I wasn't really gonna try it, but I'm so happy I did. I loved it, and it has made a huge difference. So like I said, I was kind of like, I was pretty strict on the rules. I didn't have her come back in our room. She never slept in her bassinet again. I didn't have her sleep in our bed at all any nights, and I would follow these steps to the T. So in Taking Care of Babies, they talk about the sit back method. That was definitely helpful at the beginning, but she kind of did really well with it. She started sleeping the 11 to 12 hours pretty much right away, which was amazing. At first you kind of wake up and you're like, what the heck, but you're definitely happy about it. But yeah, that was kind of our sleep training experience, what we did, and this was our nighttime routine. I think that is everything, so I hope you have an amazing day, week, month, or year. I love you, and remember to always be nice to people. Bye!